Hey guys, my name is Kirsty and today I'm going to be sharing with you the September releases that I am most excited for. Now, there's quite a lot. Okay, September seems to be the month for YA releases, so I'm going to keep this introduction very short. I'm not going to include the synopses of every single book in this video because, you know, there's a lot to get through. I don't have time, and some of them I don't really know what they're about because I want to go into these books without any expectations and without knowing what's going to happen, because I am just mega excited for all of them. They're all by just brilliant YA authors that I love. So they're not the release dates for America or Australia or Canada or New Zealand or wherever. They're for the UK. So they could be different. Just, you know, bear that in mind. So let's just get on with it, shall we? So the first book that we have is A Night of Cake and Puppets, and that is by Laini Taylor, who is the author of the Daughters and Smoke and Bone trilogy and also the author of Strange the Dreamer. And A Night of Cake and Puppets comes out on the 12th of September. The A Night of Cake and Puppets is a spin-off, I think it is, of the Daughters and Smoke and Bone trilogy. The next book that we have is The Language of Thorns, and this is by Leigh Bardugo, who is the author of the Six of Crows duology and also the Grisha trilogy, and this comes out on September 26th. The third book is A Poison, Dark and Drowning, and this is the sequel to the first book, A Shadow Bright and Burning, and this book is by Jessica Cluess, and this comes out on the 19th, I think it is. Then we have An Enchantment of Ravens, and this is by Margaret Rogerson, and this comes out on the 26th of September. Now this cover is absolutely amazing. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous and it's what drew me to the book in the first place, so I cannot wait to dive into this story. Then we have Hunting Prince Dracula, which is going along with the same theme as Stalking Jack the Ripper, which I am still yet to read. I really want to read it because I have heard nothing but good reviews about that book. So the next one is Hunting Prince Dracula, and these books are by Kerry Maniscalco, and Hunting Prince Dracula comes out on the 28th of September. I told you this video was going to be quick because there's a lot to get through. The sixth book that I'm excited for is The Dreadful Tales of Prosper Redding, and this is by Alexandra Bracken, who is the author of the Darkest Minds trilogy, and this comes out on the 5th of September, so you haven't got long to wait till that one comes out. I know that ARCs of this book were given out at the Book Expo convention, and a lot of people have said that it's really good, and you know, Alexandra Bracken's writing just seems to get better and better, so I can't wait to read this. Again, the cover is beautiful. Then we have Dreamfall by Amy Plum, and Amy Plum is the author of a series that I read when I was about 15, and I think it's called If I Should Die. I'm not 100% sure if that's what the trilogy is called. Dreamfall comes out on the 7th of September, so again, not that long to wait. We've got a couple of weeks. I actually haven't heard a lot about this book. This is probably the book on here that I've heard the least about, and I can't even remember the premise of the book. I just know that I've been looking forward to it for ages, so that's why it's on the list. The next book on my list is the sequel to Frostblood, and that is Fireblood by Ellie Blake, and this comes out on the 7th of September, and I do have an ARC of this book, but I haven't read it yet. Yeah, I know, I'm awful, and what can I say? I just haven't had time to get around to reading it, so yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not reading that yet, but you know, I've still got 2 weeks, so you never know. I might get around to it, maybe. Next one is one that I'm sure you have all heard of, and that is Witchwood by Tahara Murphy, and this comes out on the 15th of September. And all I know about this book is that it's about a Persian young girl, I think, and she washes dead bodies for a living. So that sounds brilliant, intriguing, mysterious, and knowing Tahara Murphy, it is just brilliant. The cover is just beautiful. Next book that we have is the sequel to Three Dark Crowns, and that is One Dark Throne, and that is by Kendra Blake, and this comes out on the 21st of September. I actually haven't read Three Dark Crowns yet, just because I've read mixed reviews about it. So some people's opinions who I really trust have said that Three Dark Crowns is really good and I should read it, and then other people have said that it was okay, not really the best. So I'm a bit stuck in the middle on what to do. I do own it, I just haven't read it, but I'm excited for the second book to come out so I can binge read them, I guess. I don't know whether it's just a duology or whether it's going to be a trilogy or a series. I'm not sure, but it comes out on the 21st, so that's all good. Last few now, and the next one is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas. And if you don't know what she's wrote, where have you been? Sarah J Maas is the author of A Court of Thorns and Roses and Throne of Glass series, and Tower of Dawn is a spin-off, like companion novel to the Throne of Glass series, and the Tower of Dawn comes out on the 5th of September, so again, not long to wait at all for that one. I remember when the cover was released for Tower of Dawn, and there was so much conversation happening around it on Twitter, because this cover that I've got here, some people were like, oh, it's nice, and then there was a fan made one of Kyle in his wheelchair, and everyone was like, that's what the cover should be, that's what it should be. And I'd show you that fan made cover, but I don't know who designed it, and I don't want to show the cover without saying who designed it. So yeah, you'll just have to search for it yourself if you're that intrigued about it, or I can link it in the description box below. That would also work. But I am excited to read Tower of Dawn. I haven't read Throne of Glass series. I haven't read A Court of Thorns and Roses. I know, I am awful. I shouldn't even be a book blogger because I haven't read that series and I'm a bit behind, but I don't know what it is. I just want to own all of them so I can see them on my bookshelf, and maybe that would just encourage me to read them, or it might be putting me off because there's so many. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas comes out on the 5th of September. The penultimate book in my list is Warcross by Marie Lu, and this comes out on the 12th of September. Now this cover, I'm not feeling it. It's not the best cover in the world. I mean, I loved her Young Elite covers, I loved her Legend covers, but this one just seems to be a bit not very nice. I mean, it's Marie Lu and I'm sure the book is brilliant, but the cover needs to grab your attention, and this is just not grabbing my attention. I mean, I am only buying this book because it's Marie Lu and the book itself sounds really good. So that cover needs to hopefully get changed somewhere in the future. And the last book on my list is one that I am very excited for, and that is The Loneliest Girl in the Universe, and that is by Lauren James, who is the author of The Next Together and The Last Beginning. I actually met Lauren James about a year ago when she was signing copies of The Last Beginning, and when I met her, she was talking about the writing process for The Loneliest Girl in the Universe and how she was just finishing it up and she was sending the final edits to her editor. And when she told us the premise of this book, I was so intrigued because it sounds amazing, and now it's finally coming out a year later and I don't have to wait much longer. I literally have to wait a couple of weeks because it comes out on the 7th of September, so 2 weeks, because I'm filming on the 25th. Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James comes out 7th of September. So those are all of the September releases that I am excited for. I am sure there are more releases, but I literally just took the ones that were on my Amazon wish list. Yeah, I'm sure there's more. I think I've forgotten some. Yeah, those are just the ones that were on my Amazon wish list I could see were coming out in September. And yeah, that means that September's gonna be a month of spending money that I don't have, so maybe I won't buy them in September. Maybe I'll treat myself to like 2 or 3 or 10. I don't know. We'll see how it goes at the end of the day. We will see. That's it for my September releases. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them in the comments box below. And it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to this channel. I do post every Tuesday and Friday, so if you want a notification from when a video goes up, just click on the bell icon below. And remember, all of these dates are taken from the UK Amazon website. That's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!